Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
He's absolutely Jason, he's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up the darkest rainy day. He's funny and loves movies, he's smart and he's a Jew. He's an actor and an activist and wants to hear from you.
Hey, welcome to Absolutely Jason Stuart here, and I am so excited to have two of my best friends on the show. Alexandra Paul, international movie star, Baywatch, Lifetime movies, Dragnet, 8 Million Ways to Die, American Flyer. My buddy here, who I've mentored and loved to death, Paul Elia. You've seen him on Mixology, Mistress, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, he didn't.
Oh.
That's a little bone of contention.
We
will talk about that.
Detroit 187.
Detroit 187.
Yeah, that was my first line on TV.
Yeah. What was your line?
Agent Harkins, there's a tunnel in the basement.
And tell him what your father said when he saw that.
First of all, how was that line reading though? Was that?
It was awesome. I actually was looking for the tunnel right.
Oh, really?
Just now. It's like, whoa.
I laughed and I cried. It was better than Cats.
What did my dad do when he saw that?
Yeah. What did your dad?
Have you heard this story, Alexandra?
Chaldean.
I have, and it makes me sad. So la.
Oh man. So I got the whole family together to watch my
debut on
my debut on television. So my whole family's together, and then I do my scene. And I'm like,
it's a long shot.
Yeah, it's a long shot. I think they put the camera in the studio across the street and like a little like binoculars like looking at me. You know what I mean? So I was like, Agent Harkins, there's a tunnel in the basement. And then it went to the next scene almost immediately. And then everyone was quiet, and my dad was like, I blinked and you're gone. I mean, I blinked, there's no more scene. This is what you work so hard for?
They don't understand.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother, I had a guest starring role in my first job on Life and Times of Eddie Roberts. My grandmother watched it. She said, oh, yeah, it was funny. Stupid, but funny. And then the next week she watched it again, and she said, what's wrong with you? Can't you keep a job? What did you do? What did you say? Shut up. You need to shut up.
Oh, that's funny.
So let's talk. So I met Paul around 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You tell the story, because I've told it so many times.
Well, first of all, before I say anything, I'm very proud of Jason. He booked a role on a Fox show, Sleepy Hollow.
Yay! And already he's getting like blowing up the internet.
Yeah, he's Jason Stewart's breaking. He's breaking the internet with this role.
Kim Kardashian's ass.
Because,
yeah.
Me and Kim Kardashian's ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen that picture.
Who wants to see it? Who cares?
I actually.
Here's an ass.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, hers
I thought
is
you were
very
gonna really
impressive.
commit.
I wouldn't want it, but it's impressive, I have to say.
Yeah.
I understand why a visceral reaction from a guy might be like.
I don't know. It's just the whole idea of somebody becoming successful for doing, let me think, nothing.
A sex tape, actually.
Sex tape. Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean,
and not even a good sex tape.
Oh, really? You watched it?
Oh, yeah. It's blurry, and she's, honey.
There definitely needed to be a DP and gaffer there.
Who was the guy?
One of her boys. I think it was.
His name was Ray J.
Ray J, who was Brandy's.
You guys know way too much about this sex tape.
Jason's like, yeah, the hotel's across the street.
Come closer to your mic, though.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, it's better, because those the guys in there are going, what is she doing? No, the sex tape. Yeah, and then, of course, she was on, they were talking about it on E-Radio, and I call in E-Radio all the time because things.
You do? Oh, I should listen to it more.
Oh, I love it. I call in all the
hate it
time.
when they do those countdowns. Okay.
And they call them in and they said, who thinks that, Kim Kardashian is famous for being nothing, and who thinks she's famous for doing something? And I said, oh, honey, please, what has she done? Nothing. They said, well, she designs a clothing line. She doesn't design a clothing line. She pays someone to design it. And then she puts her name on it.
Well, she's a brand now. So she's a brand. And
a brand of nothing.
She must have done something right, though.
She's a members only jacket. We don't know what she's a member of.
But yeah, again, Jason, I'm very happy. Congratulations. So I want to say that first.
Thank you. And Alexandra just got another Lifetime movie.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Alexandra got another Lifetime movie.
So we'll be shooting around the same time.
Tell us whose mom you're playing and
I don't know. No, I'm playing a detective.
Oh, a detective. And what happened to the kid that you're chasing?
Online bullying, I think.
Oh, yes. That's good.
Which I've done a TV movie about that.
Oh, that was Oh, good.
This is called Flirting with Madness.
Flirting with Madness.
I get to neither flirt nor be mad. But I am a detective.
That,
I'm restoring order.
yes, well, which is because of your part in Dirty. I think they must have seen a clip.
Yes, let's tell the audience that we're actually all very incestuous here. We've
Yeah.
worked on Mentor together, and also, which is Jason's project, with Paul, and then Paul and Dan, who was also on
DP.
Mentor, have a film called Dirty, and we're all in that
And
too.
he's the
And now it's
director of
up to
that.
me now, I think, to do something and hire you guys.
exactly.
Well, you're next.
That's right, I guess.
So let's talk about Mentor. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the.
So,
Okay, wait.
you-
I think he was going to talk about how
Yeah,
y'all
you
met.
mentioned how we met.
yeah, we're all talking like everybody knows what we're talking about. We're sitting there going, "What are they talking
They
about?"
don't even know what Mentor is.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I bet you there are some people that do know what we're talking about. They're like, oh my God, this is great. Yeah, then Jason's going to slap him, and then protein bars and everything's.
Oh, who have seen Mentor already on GayDirect.com.
So,
That's not gaydirect.com. If you go to gaydirect.com, you go to a porn site.
Oh.
Have you been telling people to go to gaydirect.com?
Well, no, I give them the exact thing when I.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Go to
YouTube, and it's the Gay Direct channel.
Let me
Yeah.
just make it easy. Go to jasonstewart.com and press the button that says Mentor. That's how you get it.
That's pretty
Yes,
easy.
that's very interesting.
That makes it much easier.
That's easy.
I like that.
Yeah. So tell us the whole story
Well,
of Mentor.
Speaking of easy, so I met Jason about 2.5 years ago at a one-man show. Sam Pancake was doing a one-man show.
We're giving him so much PR, and he has not hired either one of us.
Sam Pancake, he's a great actor, and
Very
that was
funny.
one of my first one-man shows I've ever been to. So I went and I met Sam Pancake. Jason was there, and Jason and I exchanged information. And
Tell him how that happened.
I saw Jason, and he was hitting on me in the audience.
I wasn't hitting him.
Jason,
Audience, oh my
Jason
God,
said,
Jason, you're
Jason
shaking.
said,
No, come
I'm
on,
the
tell-
daddy, and you said, I'm the daddy, and I have candy.
Tell him the truth. We
And
were
then you're like, yeah, call me Poppy. And he started like touching your neck right here and shit.
That's
I
what
remember
like to
so
because
perfectly.
He's getting my act mixed up with
No,
real
no,
life.
no, no.
Wait, I thought it was Sam Pancake's act.
Well, okay, let me tell the real truth because Paul's not.
All right,
going
wait.
to.
Can I finish my version real quick?
No.
Yeah, we
no.
could do like the affair. We could do
All right, look.
Paul's version,
So-
and then that's the show on Showtime.
But that's
Yeah.
not the
And
important
Jason's
stuff.
version.
The important key
We met
facts.
we met in the lobby before the show, and Paul
After
and
the
I
show.
started. Was it after?
I believe it's after.
And we started to chat, and Paul was being very charming, and I actually did think that you were flirting with me. I really did.
Right.
And I thought, oh, this is weird.
Because if the shoe fits, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But you'll see if you watch Mentor, he's incredibly charming and engaging. And I thought
He
he was
flirts
coming.
with everybody.
He gave me his card, and then I gave him my card.
Yeah. And then I looked up Jason. I saw some of his work, and I was impressed by his work, and I sent him a message, and we stayed in touch through email. And then about 4 months later,
We had lunch.
Yeah, but before that, I saw you at the club at the Comedy Store.
I thought we had lunch before.
It was like 4-month gap.
Okay, you guys,
I believe.
people are interested in
And then
that.
I did. I saw
They
Jason
really
do
don't care
stand
about
up.
the minutia.
Yeah, I saw Jason do stand up.
Let's get
and,
to the sex part.
exactly. So anyway, Johnson's baby oil. No. So Jason, I saw him at the Comedy Store, and I saw Jason do stand up, and
I don't like your
What
hair
happened?
behind your ear. I hate it when it's behind your ear. I like it better the other. She's so bossy.
Alexandra's bossy.
He just like he was telling me that we're on the radio. I know we're on TV on the radio too, but like, okay, honey, how's that?
It's perfect. God, you look
Thank
hot.
you.
That's better.
It's my goal in life.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. This is
Oh,
our.
so after I saw Jason do stand up, I thought Jason was and I still think Jason's one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen. It's just I've never seen someone emit that much laughter from a group of people. So Jason, Jason,
Where
what are
you
you looking
going?
for?
I'm hiding because it's so embarrassing.
No, you're great, man. Alexandra, you've seen Jason do stand up.
I think he's hilarious, and he has more. Like he'll light up a room like nobody. You know, you don't want to.
And he's not even an
him because
electrician.
So we got to go to a break, but let's show a quick clip. This is a quick clip of Mentor with me and Alexandra Paul. It's clip 1. And it shows a relationship of our friendship. I mean, Alexandra who's always trying to mentor me into losing weight and get into shape. I'm going on a date with this really cool guy.
Yeah, where'd you meet him?
I met him at the club. He saw my set. We instantly fell in love.
How old is he?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What's his age?
It's so loud out here, I can't hear you.
Oh my, Jason, what the fuck?
He's got this really cute Al Pacino kind of thing.
Al Pacino in The Godfather or Al Pacino in Ocean's 13? Does he know who Jane Fonda is?
I'll let you know when I find out. Oh! Oh, I gotta go. It's him. I'm gonna be late. It's Paul. It's Paul. It's Paul.
Is it at least Al Pacino in Sea of Love?
Can I get your autograph?
No! Fuck! God! God!
That's Robbie Carlyle, who I also mentor, but we're going to take a break and talk more about Mentor and try to get through the story of how it actually began. And you can go to jasonstewart.com and hit on the word Mentor, and you can get that series for only $2.99 to subscribe. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay with us.
Hey, hello, this is David Faustino, and you are watching T Radio V. Do you see what I'm saying? It's television crossed with radio. It's all together. It's weird. Radio's in the middle of it. It's amazing. You're watching it. Go.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
I'm Debbie Kay, professional poker player and host of the new poker show, The Flop, Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on T Radio V. Come play with me and dive into the world of poker, where each week I'll discuss the lives of grinders and nits with local rounders and celebrity guests. Who knows? I may even shuffle a scandal or two. If you want to know what's happening on the felt and learn a tip or two from the pros, I'll be dealing it to you weekly. So tune in to T Radio V every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Are you ready to get your grind on? T Radio V. Radio and TV.
I'm Louis Lombardi.
And I'm James Gutierrez.
Bring you Celebrity Bookie every Thursday starting September 4th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time.
Every NFL game picked by this man right here.
Yep, gonna make you rich.
And fantasy stuff by me.
Fantasy stuff by him.
Fantasy football stuff.
On where?
On True Radio.
I think that's TV radio.
No, it's
Radio V. T Radio V on radio and TV.
TVRadioV.com, I think, is what they want.
Tune in.
Radio and TV on the internet. The concept.
It's the fit.
Hey geeks, wake up! We've got big news. I'm not gonna mumble this time. Geekscape, the long-running movie, video game... Let me do one more. Hey geeks, we got big news! Geekscape, your favorite show about movies, video games, comics, and TV is coming to T Radio V, Monday, October 6th. And it'll be on every Monday from then on, 7 p.m. Until the apocalypse happens, we're all eaten by zombies.
Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Welcome back to Absolutely Jason Stewart with my guest Alexandra Paul, who's going to be in the new TV movie called
Flirting with Madness.
And my
and also I'm also going to be in the sci-fi movie. I'm starring in this one called Firequake in December. It'll be on Sci-Fi. Firequake, yeah. Because fire's not enough. You got to have a quake.
Oh, is that the tagline?
No, it's my tagline.
I got to tell you right now, you have done two great tags for these movies.
Yeah.
I have.
You're tagging these movies up.
You're really, yeah, you were great.
Oh.
So Alexandra is also the star of Mentor. Paul was going to tell us how the whole thing is. Try to tell it as concise as possible.
I ended up meeting Jason. Jason's obviously a very funny comedian. Afterwards, we ended up having lunch. Jason thought I was trying to have, what's that thing called? Sex, right?
Yes.
Just I was trying to have sex with him, and really I just wanted to be his friend, and I was really impressed with his comedy and his stand-up. And
you want to learn from him.
I wanted
He's
to learn.
new in town and he
I
wanted
wanted
to be
learn from him.
mentored.
Yeah, I wanted to learn from Jason. You know, I saw him do stand up, and I said, I want to be able to do that.
And then you saw my episode of The Closer.
I saw Jason's episode of The Closer, and I stopped the press. You know what I mean?
That was really good.
Jason's a great actor, and
I had to have. I pushed you to say it, so now it doesn't.
Yeah, we became really good friends.
And I started mentoring, honestly. And then what really happened is Paul started mentoring me. Because my dad had passed away 2.5 years ago, and I was in this slump of feeling like, God, I'm getting older, and how do I deal with my life? And remember, I told you I wanted to do a web series called Older, about getting older. And Paul said, let's do something together. And we talked, and we talked, and we wrote, and we wrote, and we talked, and we argued, and we wrote, and we laughed. And we realized that, what are we going to do? We're going to create other characters? We're the most interesting characters. And we basically did a show. We play ourselves. The show is very similar to Curb Your Enthusiasm. It has the tone of Louis C.K. or Girls. And then, of course, I begged Alexandra to be in it. And she said, okay.
You didn't have to beg.
Yeah, but I did say to you, I said, hey, you said, okay, I'll do one episode. And
I did?
Yeah, and you said, I'll do one.
I'm a bitch. I was just playing hard to get.
Yeah. And she said, I'll do one, but I can't do the whole thing. I remember you said, I can't do the whole thing. And then you read it, and then you said, I want to be in more. And that's what you said. And then, so Paul and I were figuring out how we could take this character, and we put it, and she's in almost every single episode, except for one. And you have become the comedy star. Who knew? Of this, we wrote the most unattractive version of celebrity in this. Somebody who
very similar to Susie in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I was just really obsessed with the whole love to hate kind of character, and I just felt that Alexandra would just knock it out of the park, and it was just so funny, like a drill sergeant coming from love, and they want to teach somebody, but they're just fucking crazy,
Oh, she just says whatever she thinks, whatever comes into her mind. And Paul and I, what's really interesting is the comments that I've been getting all over Facebook and all over emails that were sent of the people that have seen the show already. The first 2 episodes have aired. The 3rd episode is airing tomorrow, which is the 19th, and then we have 3 more after. All the episodes are from 6 to 11 minutes, and most of the comments that we've been getting about Paul is that we have this incredible chemistry. And when Paul and I watched it originally, we thought, God, we're not that funny. We're not that, because we're very real in it. So why don't you play the clip that says teaching moment, clip 2. I want you to say, this is the one that people have been commenting about.
How's the job search going? That's all right. I posted my resume on Craigslist, and the only people that were responding to me for jobs were people that wanted me to clean their house. Or have sex with them.
I would choose the sex.
Yeah, I know you would, man.
There's nothing wrong with sex, Paul. It's totally healthy. Move! It's like this guy's on a driving test or something.
You're right, sex is healthy, but I just don't want to have sex with men.
Oh, for God's sake, I didn't say have sex with men, Paul. I don't know what they teach you in Detroit land, but you're good looking, you're young. You need to go have sex with pretty girls.
I really don't care about pussy.
Oh, God, don't say pussy in my car. I just had it cleaned.
To be honest with you, man, I'd rather just focus all my attention on trying to get in at the Laugh Factory. That's all I care about right now.
Yay, I love that.
Because when there's a fire,
there's a quake.
There we go.
That's showing our relationship and how we're supporting each other and what's going on in the relationship. And what's really great about this show is it was so fun to do. It really was, except for one day. It was really great fun to do. It really was. I never directed anything before, but yet I've been directing things for years, helping people, coaching people. And it was another layer of creativity and being able to take something, choose the tone that we wanted to do on it, and create our own project, and then sell it.
Yeah.
And if people don't know, a Gay Direct is a channel that is owned by Out TV in Canada and Wolf Releasing here in the United States. And the Wolf Releasing people are terrific, and I have to say the Out TV people, Dan is terrific, and Maria, and all the people there, I want a big shout out to all of them. They really were so easy to deal with. They saw it, and they said the nicest thing about it to all of us. They said the acting was great, the writing was great, the cinematography. They said they see so many web series, and for those watching at home, that's me transferring it onto this same thing, so it does not look like that at all. It looks really beautiful. It doesn't look like it does here because I just don't have I don't know how to do it, and the guys here won't help me because they're on their phones. They were on their phones when I did the wrap up because I wanted it one line before, but I'm not saying anything because I don't want to judge people. But I have to say, it's been really wonderful, and we've gotten a lot of comments. This is a question that I got from somebody on Twitter that said, when did you start mentoring people, and does Alexandra also mentor people? And I started mentoring people, what was it, around 8 years ago, through the LifeWorks project at the Gay and Lesbian Center, and I started mentoring gay kids. And I started doing a benefit for gay kids, and that's the benefit that you saw at the Comedy Store just by complete coincidence, because I didn't even know that you were there.
Bruce Valence was hosting that one.
Yeah, he was just here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's the whole idea of giving back, of not just doing things about yourself, that's saying, hey, I have something, I have experience in life, and I have something to give. And I do it with Paul, I do it with Robbie, I do it with Ashley and her husband Dave, and of course the kid from Love is Strange in New York. I forgot his name, but I talked to him all the time. Eric, yeah. Thank you. And I try to, and the gal down the block, Flynn, who was at the party, Finn, who I keep calling Flynn, because I'm so self-involved. And I've been trying to give back, and as I get older, I think I don't have kids, I don't have anything to do, and it's become a big part of my life, and that's why I wanted to do something true to life in the show.
Yeah, and also speaking of that, I feel like you can mentor anyone. Like even if you're in high school and there's another kid that's like having, a bad day or whatever, I feel like everyone can offer some sort of mentorship to anybody, and it doesn't.
Well, you mentored me back.
Yeah,
you really did, because I was in this slump, and if it wasn't for your energy and I want to be an actor, I want to work in Hollywood, I want to do comedy. I coached him on you went in for the lead of We'll Be Cops.
Let's Be Cops.
Let's Be Cops, yeah. And I coached him, and we had the funnest time. And I remember there was a scene in Newsroom that we did, and I said, just do this, and he went, oh man, and then he started doing the same thing to me. He coached me on the Sleepy Hollow audition.
Yeah.
He coached me on that audition, and I was like, "Oh God, this part, I don't know if I can do it." I just did, I was in one.
And that's for sure one thing I want to say about actors. This business is very difficult, and like having a friend to just read lines with, and not even just read lines with. Maybe if you're having a bad day, someone to just listen to. Like I feel like that's mentoring somebody.
Right, but the minute you have that interaction, something cool happens. And Alexandra, so tell us about, because I know everything you do, but I'm going to act like I don't know you.
Well, I don't know if I mentor anybody, but I tutored a young man, Alex, for I think it was 7 years. Seems like a lot, but yeah.
And you also had this young gal in your house that you gave a room to going to college.
Yes, my husband and I, for a year, we had Crystal, who was awesome, who was a foster child.
But you say it's not mentoring, and I'm interrupting, but it really is. I mean, you're just showing someone a way of life. You're showing them who you are and what
she did have to recycle and stuff in our house. She was totally game with that. And but no, mostly I guess you're right. Like, what Paul said. Eric is your other mentor, right?
I help.
Mentee. Is that there's different ways of doing it. I feel like Ian and I just gave her an opportunity to, not have to worry for a year.
It's a godsend.
So
and it's the same thing. Paul's living with his brother. Can I say it? In Cucamonga.
Right.
Sounds like a fake place. He's been because his brother lives here and he's a doctor and he wanted to be closer to his brother, so he's staying at my house once in a while. That's helping people out. That's sharing.
Yeah, and also one thing I want to say,
because I live in Hollywood.
When we were filming Mentor, Alexandra, there were some days where she wasn't even on set, and she didn't. There was one episode that she wasn't in, and she would show up to set anyway and help out with craft services and.
Oh, you're so nice.
She didn't help out with craft services. She was in charge of it.
Yeah.
And she helped produce this thing.
I was a little bit of a Nazi when it came to not having water bottles, because I wouldn't allow water bottles on the set. But everybody was pretty cool about it.
Tell them about your whole obsession.
Well, no, because water bottles are so wasteful, and on sets especially, they're the biggest
Yeah,
waste.
because someone take 2 sips and then leave it.
2 sips and leave. Whoops, sorry.
Who is it?
It's my husband.
Oh, tell him we're on. Go ahead, tell him we're on. That'd be so cool.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm on the radio with Paul and Jason. Can I call you back, lover?
And I love her. Oh, look at this. 20 years they're together.
I love you too. All right, bye.
Love you. He plays her husband in the show.
Yes,
oh my God.
that's right.
That's the
oh my
funniest scene, yeah.
He plays my husband on the show.
Isn't that cool?
Sorry about that.
No,
folks.
that's cool.
I did want to say this real quick, Alexandra. When I would see like the way you were helping out Jason, I learned a lot from you. From watching that, and it made me want to be a better friend to some of my friends. you know, and that was really inspiring.
See, isn't that great? Because he's learning. Because honestly, in your 20s, I don't think you really know how to be a friend yet. Because I think that we see it differently from the way we do in school. Because in school we would be together every day, and that would be it, and it was so immediate. But then when you have a friendship and you're not together every day, you have to work on it and create trust and create the ability to show up for each other and know that you can be there for each other when you need each other. And that's what Mentor is about. And with that said, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back in just a second, and we're going to show some more clips and talk, and I'm going to let other people talk.
Because when there's a fire,
there's a quake.
Firequake.
Hi, I'm Sheriff John Bonnell. You're watching T Radio. Radio and TV? What? Perfect. Why are you asking me to do this after 12 drinks?
Hey, my fellow thoughters out there. I'm Charles Shaughnessy. Check out my new show, Here's a Thought, with Charles Shaughnessy, August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. Now, you know I have a lot to say, but I want to hear what you have to say. So tune in, grab your phones, call me, tweet me, email me in the studio, and let's get this conversation going. Here's a Thought, starting August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. That's radio in TV.
Join Dave Navarro and friends for Dark Matter, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on T Radio V.
Dave Navarro here, Dark Matter Radio, TRadioV.com.
The universe is vast, enormous, huge, full of stars, planets, and matter. Some of the matter is so dense that not even light escapes.
Get on the mic, get on the mic, get on the mic, get on the mic, Frank. Pardon me, sir, pardon my reach. See, and you guys were worried. I think this is going great. Pardon my reach. Get the away from me, dude.
You are really beautiful.
Thanks, you guys.
He's one of the most beautiful people I've ever known.
This is pretty much every week. He brings in a guest that tells him how beautiful he is.
Pardon my reach? If you have to reach over me, then don't do it.
He is the straightest gay guy I know.
Dave Navarro signing off. Dark Matter. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Dark Matter with Dave Navarro, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on T Radio V.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Hey, we're back at Absolutely Jason Stuart with my guests Alexandra Paul and Paul Elia. Paul is the connection between the two of them, though it's a first name and a last name. So tell us, Alexandra, let's talk about getting older in Hollywood and how Mentor. We were just talking about during the break and what it feels like. I mean, it's hard.
Well, you know, I just want to say that I heard on CNN this morning. It's actually on the cover of the Atlantic Monthly magazine that the happiest years are people from 50 through 70. 50 into their 70s. Those are the happiest years for people.
Oh, wow.
So even though people might struggle with career stuff, especially in the arts, and maybe retirement issues
I think
and
it's
stuff,
everywhere. I don't think it's just
people
arts.
are still, the statistics say they're happier. I would say that, you know, I don't know, I've always been happy, generally a happy person, so it's hard for me to know if I'm happy. I know I don't care as much about what people think.
That's
for
the
sure.
key. That's the key.
Yeah. That's a big deal. Big deal. So
well, Frances McDermott, who has in this film called Olive Kittredge that Jane Anderson wrote, and it's directed by Lisa Kolodenko, I think it's pronounced, who directed The Kids Are All Right. She has been talking specifically about the idea of not having plastic surgery, you know, and this is what a 57 or 58-year-old woman looks like, and the idea of working as you get older and getting really good parts. and wherever you are in your career and still working. And I think it was great that she's talking about that and the idea of not having your face lifted. And I mean, these women, what do you call these women? The space women. They have the big lip, the duck people.
Duck people?
You know, they look so weird with the lips and the...
Yeah, I think the term is Albanians.
Yes. Yeah. But it is weird, and that's what mentoring was about.
Now we're going to have a lot of tweets from Albanians pissed off that you said
well,
that.
This is not cool. My wife, her lips are fine. What is he talking about? I'm Middle Eastern. I could say, yeah.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
You can say everything because you're Chaldean. That's the excuse for everything. I didn't show up today. I'm Chaldean.
Yeah, exactly.
I was supposed to be there. I'm Chaldean.
Yeah,
you know.
it sounds like a topping on a pizza. Okay.
Right. I'm going to have a Chaldean, please. Yeah. Oh, you put a little too much on, a little less. It is hard. For me, I just felt like I moved my spot at the table. I mean, it really has changed my life. And you're right.
Wait, in a good way?
It's
what
not
does that
good or
mean? You
bad.
moved your spot at the table.
Well,
you got you a better spot?
No, I think when my dad died, I'm sitting in a different place now in my family. I'm sitting in a different place in my career. I'm sitting in a different place as an actor, as a comedian especially. Acting, I think, opens up more, but comedian is less because they want the young, new next thing, you know. And Paul's terrific. He's actually going to Dubai to do his first big headlining thing.
That is so cool. Just be careful you don't get kidnapped.
I know.
He can. He looks like that.
I can honestly be sold. I think we could both agree. I could be sold for some decent money in Dubai. Like
I think so.
I think more than.
You should dye your hair blonde. I think you'd go far more money if you dyed your hair blonde.
Think so?
Well,
Yeah.
there's fewer blondes there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'd be a hot commodity.
Yeah, you'd be very sexy. Are you going to take your glasses off? You look much better without your glasses.
He looks good.
Oh, stop
and should
it.
I take my hair from behind my?
Yeah, I'm not controlling.
Jason's our stylist. I get anxiety when I don't have my glasses.
Why?
Because like I can't. My vision is really terrible, so I start like freaking out and stuff.
Oh, put your glasses back on.
Oh look, yeah, but none of the girls are going to want to have sex with you.
That's right. I don't care
He's
about
okay.
sex, man. I told you that.
Oh yeah.
Sex means nothing to me. You know, I'd rather just go to church and.
Oh yeah, right. Where are you? Are you going to stay over my house tonight? No, I'm at a girl's house.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have
What
a name.
correspondence is this from?
She doesn't have a name. I'm at a girl's house.
Do you really? Do you have sex with people like women? I guess women, because you're straight. You're straight, but do you have sex with women and you don't know their name in the morning?
No.
Or what about one night stands?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't.
You have had one night stands.
Man, I swear on my life, man.
Okay.
No.
Let's watch clip number 3. Which one is it? Clip number 3 says what?
We actually just played clip number 3. We got clip number 2, one line, and clip number 4.
Oh, let's
rematch.
play clip number 2, one line. This is really what the business is about sometimes. You know, the lamenting of what our part is when we finally get an audition and we look on the page and go, oh my God, it's only one line.
Yeah.
So watch Jason and Paul sort of, and this is where Paul starts to mentor me. Here we go.
One line? Oh, Jesus. Hey, Paul.
Yo, Jason, where you at?
I'm home. I'm in my house.
Oh, nice. Hey, do you mind helping me with an audition?
No, I got one myself that I got to prep for.
Oh, nice. What's it for?
It's an independent film.
What's your role?
Just something supporting, you know, a couple scenes.
All right, well, we can help each other. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
No. Jesus Christ, Paul.
I'm old, I'm not deaf.
Who's my all-star video game designer? Bitch?
Look, don't call me bitch, okay?
That was my first line, bro. How natural is that shit?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, it doesn't
Look,
really
don't
say the
think.
relationship.
Stop. Just stop. Don't think. I'm going to take this in the other room. You're making me crazy. I need to concentrate.
Where you going, man? I thought we were gonna work on our auditions.
Stop. Okay, what the scene is about is you're trying to help out and cheer up your best friend.
Jason, can I ask you a question, bro? Listen, Paul, please. I'm talking. I'm trying to teach you something, okay? What the scene is about cheering up your friend and trying to...
Jason, why does your audition say year 2000 on it right here? Bro, why? What is this?
This is not my audition. It's one line. I'm auditioning for one line. It's one fucking line. I've been in the business 30 years, and they want me to audition for one line. And I have to put myself on tape. They're making me do it. What you want? I'll help you there, man. All right. Come on, you want to work on it? I'm not doing that. It's all right. Let's go.
Jason, look. Stop it. Bro, the first time...
Bro, how many times have I told you not to?
The first time it might hurt.
Isn't that the sweetest?
I love that scene. You guys are both so good in it.
I feel like I'm watching someone else. I watched it so much. I don't feel like it's us.
No, but
anymore.
it's you guys.
Yeah.
It's
And that's what I was wondering, Jason. You asked Alexandra about getting older. Do you think it's significantly hindered your work, or you?
Oh no, I think my work is better than it's ever been. Getting older. That's the thing. Jessica Lange said something when she was in her 40s after she won the Oscar for Blue Skies, and I think it was 92. She was probably like late 90s when all of a sudden the roles started to dry up, the leading roles, and she said, "I'm at the age where I'm ready to do my best work, and there's nothing for me." And thank God Ryan Murphy sort of recreated her career with American Horror Story, and for the last 4 years she's been doing different characters every year. I mean, if it weren't for gay men, I don't know what straight women would do.
That's right. And TV.
Yeah.
TV is awesome.
Now, for you, Paul, you're new in town.
Yeah.
You've been here 3 years. You've done extraordinarily well, no matter what you think. I mean,
and what your parents think.
Yeah. You've done
great.
You've done 5 or 6 episodics in the last 3 or 4 years. You've done 2 Lifetime movies.
Yeah.
You've done around 5 or 6 independent films, a million shorts and YouTubes and links and Vines and
plus all his stand-up.
Plus the stand-up.
Now he's going to Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You should feel incredibly proud of yourself.
I definitely do. I feel like the business, maybe when you guys were in your 20s and 30s, I feel like it's significantly different because there's just so much that you have to be up on. Like Snapchat. Have you guys heard of Snapchat?
Oh,
Is that the one that disappears?
Yeah. So there's all these people that I know that are comedians and actors are like, yo, man, I'm on Snapchat. I have 12,000 followers. You need to get on that. And it's like, I need to get on Snapchat.
I'm just on Instagram.
And say, like, I'm still trying to build my MySpace, and I'm like, can I, so
I'm
feel
still
like,
trying to program my VCR.
Yeah, like I just finished reading the terms and conditions for Windows 97. Like it took me that long.
Okay, we should make a picture of
is this a
ourselves
selfie?
just for our own.
Oh, for Snapchat?
Okay, let's do a. Come over here. Come over here, everybody. Come over here. We're going to actually be doing a selfie for everybody. This is the Mentor crew.
What's that thing that we do? Instagram. I just got
you have to talk into. We're actually on the radio, Alexandra. We're not just at your house.
Will you touch the?
Oh, hold on. Okay. Somebody. And we're doing a selfie as we're on the air.
Yeah, I look like Jeff Goldblum, like a motherfucker in that picture.
You sure do. You look awesome.
If you could just get a little more effective.
I look Jeff Goldblum as fuck.
If you could just get a little more affected by your own presence.
But
yeah,
it's so different, man. Honestly, when my generation, you have to do everything. I feel like maybe back.
Yeah, you do. In us, there was no.
Yeah.
We
talking to the mic, Miss Paul.
I feel like you do a play. I feel like, and tell me what you guys think. If you're 30 and you do a play and you do a really good job and someone's there to see you, they'll say, "Oh, let me work with this guy." Do you agree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now you could do really well in the play. And maybe someone will be like, hey, let's work with this guy. But they'll say, you know what? Let's check out his following. Let's see what else he's doing. How many has he produced this?
Look at Alexandra just went, oh, God.
Yeah.
I know,
and not even for actors, even like young people that want to be directors. It's like,
everything.
Oh, hey, look at this short I did. It won 8 awards at festivals. So like, oh, well, do another one and let it get into Sundance. Unless it gets into... So it's very difficult, for even young filmmakers.
But the good thing is that y'all get to make your own product.
Yeah, resources are a lot.
Jason and I were your age...
God,
yeah,
nobody
difficult.
did that.
Yeah, because everyone was using film. There wasn't, digital was just for what, soap operas?
Soap operas. No, we didn't have digital. It was video. It was soap operas.
Or
or live sitcoms, or the news, or variety shows.
Too expensive.
And
you didn't make your own stuff. You had to rely on other folks.
Yeah, and I feel like there's this seesaw effect. Like it was a lot difficult to make your own things, but I feel like people recognizing talent was a little easier. But now it's very easy to make your own films, but people recognizing talent is lower.
Well, because sometimes talent doesn't jive with business acumen or being social media aware. If you're social media aware and you have tons of followers, sometimes that will supersede your talent.
And then we're going to take a break. Everybody go to jasonstewart.com, Stuart, and click on the word mentor. It's in the bottom left-hand corner. And get the series and subscribe for $2.99. We're going to be back after this break, and we're going to talk more about the new project, Dirty, that we're all in. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, hello, this is David Faustino, and you are watching T Radio V. Do you see what I'm saying? It's television crossed with radio. It's all together. It's weird. Radio's in the middle of it. It's amazing. You're watching it. Go.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
T Radio V.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct. Dr. Drew, hi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, how are you? It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously,
Sure.
plus someone like, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Hi, I'm Ty Simpkins. Miss Danielle Basutti. Hi, this is Brooke Peoples. I'm Jocelyn Donahue.
Hi, I'm Keegan Allen, and you're watching
T Radio V. T Radio V.
T Radio V, radio in TV. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
T Radio V. Yo!
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
I'm Zoe Williams.
And I'm Dr. Mark Goulston.
I'm Jeff Brown.
And we make up the Zoe What Morning Show. You can find us here on TRadiov.com every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I make you think.
He makes you laugh, and if I get a chance, I'll help you change.
Or make you cry with his attempts at humor. Radio in TV.
Can you relate? We'll make it happen.
Look at Jeff. What you doing?
Were you mumbling to yourself?
Hey, back there mumbling.
To them. To them.
Yeah, anytime, guys.
Hi, I'm Curtis.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Wes.
And we're the worst show on the web.
Mondays at 9 p.m.
On T Radio V.
Oh, that's nice. I don't have insurance for that.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Hey, we're back at Absolutely Jason Stuart with my guests Alexandra Paul and Paul Elia, both the stars of the web series Mentor that's currently on Gay Direct. But all you have to do is go to jasonstewart.com, Stuart, and click on the word Mentor. And for $2.99, you can see our episodes. And you can also see, let's pitch a little pitch for Gay Direct. You can also see other shows, Old Dogs, New Tricks. And
you didn't say gaydirect.com, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, don't. Okay,
I know, it's porn.
She's got her ball and chain, man.
Yeah, she's got it.
Well, because I
know, you
I was
told
looking
us.
at porn on my Virgin phone.
I know.
Yeah.
Now it's probably going to get us,
Oh, but,
I don't know, a
a
virus or something.
Speaking of viruses, I just got an email about a question that they want to ask us. So
great segue.
Yeah, exactly. Sean Nager asked, after filming Mentor, what would you guys change and what would you guys do differently?
I think that what I would do is I would be a little more clear about my locations, which I didn't know because a couple of the locations we had, they were very dicey to film in, and I didn't know enough about its stuff, but it worked out pretty well nonetheless. And I would find a really great music guy, because that was something I didn't look for until afterwards. And I like the music. We got sound-alikes, but I didn't find somebody who really does this, who that's his thing. Though I did like the sound-alikes that we got, and I do love the music, but I would have liked, I have a Paul song and I have a Jason song. And that's probably it. And I'd also really, I think I held back a little in casting, in calling some of the bigger names, because I wasn't sure, because it's my first time directing. So maybe there's a little, but now I feel really, really, really confident about doing it.
What about you, Paul?
I would say if I don't know if I would change anything with the way that is. I feel like the way that it's supposed to be is the way that it's supposed to be.
Oh God!
And
you're so
I feel like,
and I'm terrible. I'm Mr. Insecure now, and you're like the confident.
But what I learned is I learned to really just rely on your director. That was a big lesson I learned. I also learned like Jason never led me astray. Like if I was confused about something, and he would talk and sometimes even too much, which is good, like someone to just really talk to you.
I had a director once that was so scared of actors, I guess, that he would tell the first AD to go tell me something.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I don't think it was because I'm not that intimidating.
No, not at
all. But yeah. But now I'm realizing that I'm older than a lot of the directors that I work with. I certainly have more experience, so that might intimidate them. So I usually, right before I start working, I say, I really like to talk about scenes and character, etc.
Yeah.
So it's good that you were able to, listen to your director.
Yeah, and also Jason said the thing about locations. For sure, I feel like
we didn't know enough.
We literally got our locations the last 4 days for shooting. Literally. Like 4 days for shooting, we're like, all right, we're going to shoot here, we're going to shoot here, we're going to shoot here. And it's like, all right, let's shoot it.
And I got to thank the Ice House in Pasadena. They gave it to us for free, and we shot a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
We used 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms there.
It was a great
and
location.
they were just great. And then Marty's Comedy Workshop, they let us use it.
Yeah, Marty's was great. And one more thing, I just want to thank Michael Lang. Michael Lang, if it wasn't for him, you remember meeting Michael Lang, Alexandra? Went to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Lang was the
sure.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
What was it? Media. He was in another group, and they were thinking about producing us, and they just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, super good guy.
And that's what this whole thing is. They didn't have enough time, and they didn't have enough, resources to help us produce our own show, and that happens with everything. So that's why we really need people. And I say this with all, on my knees almost. Please watch our show. We're so proud of it. Go to Gay Direct through jasonstewart.com.
Or on YouTube.
Just go to YouTube and put in Gay Direct. And watch the show. Tell us what you think. Let us know if you love it, you hate it, whatever.
It's $2.99. That's the same price as a bag of cashews. So
and much less fattening.
Less fattening.
Or an expensive protein bar.
An expensive protein bar.
Yeah, right.
Which I love.
Yeah, that's my favorite bit in there. I like that.
But I mean, it's really.
What do you like?
The protein bit, like the protein bar bit. Like
all the
segue?
callbacks are his.
They're.
I like it that you brought
ours.
the protein back in the car.
In the car.
And then when you were walking in, I thought it was Alexandra, and you put the.
And what else?
Folks won't understand until they see.
And what me and Jason and I thought of together. I like how seemingly-less seamless items, I guess, seemingly-less. I should have finished college, man.
I know.
Yeah, and then I would have had my degree, and all of a sudden I would speak perfect English out of nowhere. It's amazing what a piece of paper can do for you, right? So I like the protein bar served a bigger purpose than really what it was, and the Jason's hand injury served for a bigger purpose.
And it was
than what
really
it
the truth. It was a true thing that happened.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You did have a hand injury?
Yeah, I had to have cortisone. I think.
Yeah, but it was during when you first met Paul.
During that time, yeah.
Yeah, and but yeah, Jason definitely, he's a very intelligent writer, and I feel like we did this together, hand in hand. It wouldn't be the same way without Jason.
Would be the same way without Paul. And I think you did a great job in it. And he lamented about it when it first came out. He said, "I'm not sure." Da, 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 da. And I think that your charm, your leading man appeal, your sense of humor, everything is in the thing. You're terrific,
and also Alexandra compliments both of us. You know what I mean? And
you gotta have some estrogen in there.
Yeah, I mean, if not, then you're fucked.
So funny.
Because when there's a fire.
And Paul not only produced this with us, because we all produced this with Dan Ringy, who was our DP. Now, Dan Ringy directed, I guess this is his directorial debut.
Yeah.
It's a cop drama. It's called Dirty. Paul stars in it and produced
And
it.
he's great in it.
Put the whole thing together with Dan, and he got Roger Guinevere Smith to do it from all the Spike Lee films.
Tony
and Tony
Densmore.
Dennison from Major
Dennison.
Crimes, who I actually knew. It's so funny how this circle keeps coming.
We have Chaz Bono.
Chaz Bono is making
Yeah.
his acting debut as a man in the film. Who else? We have two wonderful gals.
We have
Kristen Minter.
Yeah.
Kristen Minter does a great job in the film.
Mhm.
Also, Adrian Gaeta.
Oh.
This is his first
Really big part.
First big part in the lead, and Adrian is one of the best actors I've ever worked with. He's phenomenal, and
I got to work in my scenes with him.
Yeah.
Paul cast me as a straight guy who works in a bar, who's a real asshole, real seedy kind of dive bar. I talk like this, and Alexandra plays a really powerful attorney in it. And I think that I just think that's what this is about. We keep mentoring each other and sharing, and that film will come out next year. Hopefully it'll be in the big film festivals. It's up for one really big one. I won't say what the name of the festival is, called Sundance. And we've run out of time. But I got to say, I love you both from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks
I really
for having
do.
us on. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to be in mentor and work with you both. And thanks for giving me the opportunity for working with you
If you want
again.
to
and
contact
doing it.
any of them, alexandrapaul.com, jasonstewart.com. Go to Mentor for $2.99. You can see the show. Paul is on all social media everywhere. Paul Elia, E-L-I-A. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys. Oh, I won't be here next week. It'll be a rerun, but I'll be the week after. Take care, everybody, because I'll be taping Sleepy Hollow or filming.
Yay. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
You are watching T Radio V. Radio and TV.